Peter Franchot, the last time slots were an issue in Annapolis, you made, well, a few enemies in your campaign against allowing slot gambling. Well, now it looks like the General Assembly could be voting next session on whether to hold another statewide referendum on allowing slots in Prince George's County. How do you see things playing out this time?
How sad it is that Prince George's, right in the area where there are most foreclosures and unemployment and economic distress, what is the state debating? Can't we put a casino in there and take money from these desperate people?
Well,
I just find
your position hasn't changed.
No, it's as comptroller, I opposed the referendum and I lost that. I'm perfectly willing to put it behind me. But let's be honest, the whole program's a debacle in Maryland. The sites are not producing the revenues that were promised. And I think the idea that a hospital, which is so desperately needed in Prince George's County, would be contingent upon
let's tell our listeners exactly what we're talking about, because Mike Miller, who represents the president of the Senate, who represents parts of Prince George's County, says that slots are the only way for the county to finance a long-awaited plan to build a new hospital there. Is the county facing a decision between slots and a hospital?
Well, unfortunately, that was the comment of the Senate president. I hope that the governor and the speaker will put their foot down and say, look, the two issues are separate. We need to build a hospital. We should do that. The governor's made a commitment. Let's move forward on it. But the idea that it's going to be tied to, of all things, a gambling casino is just very unfortunate. The program, if it doesn't work, Kojo, we probably should learn from that and not repeat our mistakes. We were told that the old slots program would produce revenue for education and would produce jobs and would not hurt the taxpayers. None of that's happened. And now we're being told again that we need slots for health care. Well, I guess what is it? Slots for docs? It's just an old flim-flam, Annapolis style, and I hope the leadership will put their foot down, or their collective feet down, and not put the public through another one of these cynical debates.
Why it's interesting to see that you are sticking with the position that you have held before is because in political terms, on the one hand, people will say that shows Peter Franchot's consistency. It's not a big secret that you have other statewide aspirations. So another group of people will say, look, he could get into a lot of political trouble for this because there are some powerful political forces gathering behind slots. So you are not concerned about the fact that this could be a political liability for you if you were to run for other statewide offices?
I'd much rather see the state concentrate on a little group that I regulate, the wineries in Maryland. We have 50 vineyards now that produce employment and produce a great product and are good for tourism and agriculture. We have a great biotech sector in our economy that is based in Montgomery and Prince George's and the Baltimore corridor. And we have lots of initiatives like financial literacy that I work on with Republicans and Democrats. Let's concentrate on that and skip the concept that we need to bring Las Vegas to Maryland in order to have revenues for our great state.
How would you